Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels. Y'all already know what it is. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. What's goody, everybody doing out there, man? It is Friday, the last episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, man, before the break. I thank everyone for joining me. Good morning, good night, good afternoon to all my listeners all across the world, wherever you may be at, Germany, Mexico, the States, man, the UK, wherever, man. Thank you guys for tuning in here on the podcast, man. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please, if you're new to the 1130 podcast, hit that subscribe button down below. Do me a favor. It'd be great, man. Like it, leave a comment, do all that great stuff, and don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. And for all the listeners on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, man, it'd be dope if you follow, leave a 5-star rating, and subscribe as well. It's July 1st, man. New month, man, for real. It's the holiday weekend, man. But I'm here, last episode before the break, man. Everyone already know I've been saying this since February. That's when I made the news out, but I've been saying it since then. I'm gonna be a dad, so going to take a break off, also to recuperate and just, man, just be a dad, man. A new journey in life, so it's gonna be dope. Like I said, man, it's the holiday weekend. I hope everybody stay safe out there, man, with all the fireworks, all the cookouts, and all that, and everybody in the apartment doing this, man. Because I went home last week and I had a notice on the door, and when I went home for about a week, and it's summertime, people want to enjoy their time and stuff, and I live in an apartment building, and I get a notice on the door, and to be announced that you got neighbors putting stuff on their grill on their balcony, man. So for everybody out there, man, stay safe and definitely enjoy the holiday, man, for real. And while you at it, man, enjoy some wrestling. And I'm gonna talk some wrestling here on Talk Pro Wrestling this Friday, man. It's gonna be a really, really great episode. Got a lot to get into, man. But before I do, I just wanted to let everyone know, man, I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful, man. This is just inspiring to me, to be an inspiration to a lot of people, to hear it, man. And it's just so awesome to have so many great guests on the podcast, such as JTG, J the God, man. Izzy, everybody Izzy, the NXT Bailey girl, Alex Kane on a couple of weeks ago. My guy Blackheart, Warren Marlowe, Sir Wilkins from the Jobber Tears podcast, Stan Michaels, who's doing his thing right now, from Talk of Champions, man. Just had a bunch of great people on, man, here on the wrestling side, chopping it up each and every week, or whether it's just me by myself, man, because I could tell, I tell you guys, man, even if you go all the way back from the very beginning on my YouTube channel, man, the first episode, majority of the episode, I'm talking about wrestling, and until I just decided to I tell the story a lot, and until I decided to be like, I want to chat, my current events and, everything else, and get my 2 cents on that. But I also definitely want to chat, on my baby, wrestling and stuff. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna come with a wrestling podcast. So, I had that exclusively. But man, I could sit and chat wrestling for days, man. But 7.9 thousand listeners on the audio side, Anchor FM, Apple Pocket. Thank everyone, man. I thank everyone for tuning in each and every week for the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. And the crazy thing about it is, man, it's really not crazy. I'm doing it for this amount of time now. A lot of people notice me from my wrestling podcast, man. When I post stuff either on my YouTube channel or on my social media, on my Instagram or so, people always notice me from my wrestling. So even when I got to the chance to be on EB Radio, my guy, Shoutout Barking Bar, he was like, I noticed everything you doing as far as, the regular side interviewing guests, man, that's awesome. But I also noticed, you're a wrestling fan, because, man, come on, man. I said this for numerous of people here on the podcast, being a guest, man, like everyone in their lifetime, man, everyone, whether it was a short amount of time, small period, you were a wrestling fan. or you knew someone that was a wrestling fan, man, and you enjoyed it to, to the fullest of whether it was short or long. But yo, man, everyone was a wrestling fan, man. So I was just like, yo, I'm going hard with this. I'm definitely going hard with the podcast and definitely talking about wrestling. So once again, everyone, I appreciate it for tuning in each and every week here on Talk Pro Wrestling, man. When I come back, I got some great guests lined up, man, for real. I'm gonna have to take it to another level, man, because the last 2 weeks here on the podcast, I had guests, man. I had them lined up, but it's just always when you get to that time, man, it's just that time it was like, all right, man, I'm ready, I'm all set, and hey, I got to call out or something like that. I know life happens, man. Come on, man. I know. Look at, I'm about to be a dad, so that's why I'm taking some time off, man, for real. So but yeah, man, I'm about to do a little things a little different coming back, man, for both shows. My fiance always tell me you should get a contract. A lot of people always tell me, man, you should write something down, create a contract for your guests, man. So I might, I might. But enough of that, you guys, man. Enough of that rambling on, man. It is Talk Pro Wrestling. It's Friday, man. Yo, whew, a lot of went down this past week, man. I mean, not a lot, but newsworthy, some trending topics in wrestling, man. We gonna get into it, man, for real. Off Bucks, man, off Bucks. I was talking about it last week here on Talk Pro Wrestling, giving my predictions for AEW and New Japan's Forbidden Door, you guys. Yes, Forbidden Door went down this past Sunday live from Chicago, Illinois, in the United Center. Man, it was a cool pay per view, really cool pay per view. Some are saying Slammiversary was a little bit better, but hey, man, I'm not here to judge which one was better. In actuality, I haven't seen Slammiversary just yet, but I know it was a banger, man. I know it was a banger. I need to get on that. And I follow Mickey James, obviously, second favorite women's wrestler of all time. And I just seen her match. I think she was in a match and she got kicked in the face, some type of cage or whatever. But nonetheless, I got to check out Slammiversary. But yeah, Forbidden Door went down this past Sunday. Like I said, great pay-per-view. Shout out. I gotta start off to say shout out to my guy Blockhart once again from Off the Top Ropes Podcast. Yo, my man returns at the end of the month, July 29th. Get at him and go subscribe for real. Yo, because I was like in the groups, man. I'm like, yo, I ain't got $50. I ain't got $50, man, to pay for this. And some of the guys was like, yo, man, I'm gonna be at work. And Blackheart was just like, yo, he gave me the link. I clicked on it and look at it for free, man, even though it kept stopping for a bit. But yo, I got to watch the pay-per-view. I didn't really get into it to probably like the third match. And I think the third match was, which I'm, about to get into in just a little bit, was for the All-American or All Atlantic Championship. Yeah, so yeah, man, shout out once again to Blackheart, man, for helping me to watch Forbidden Door, man. But yeah, man, before I do get into the matches and my opinions on them, the pay-per-view did lack storylines. And I know this pay-per-view was definitely, obviously, it's in Chicago, Illinois, one of the die-hard wrestling fan base, in that, area in the country, man. Chicago, boy, they go crazy for their wrestling, man. Crazy. And then it's AEW, man. But yo, like I said, that place being a diehard fan, so this pay per view was just for them. And a lot of people who watch AEW, who maybe are turned off by WWE, some of them don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. They don't know who some of these guys is. And I want to apologize because I made a mistake last week about Okada, man, saying, man, nobody know who he is, man. And the crazy thing, when he made his way to the ring, and when he made his way to the ring, I did not know. I remember who he was. I remember exactly who my man was. And I was like, oh, that's him. My man who got the finisher for the Rainmaker, man. And the crazy thing was the match ended. You know what? We gonna get into it. Oh man, for real. Yes. AEW's and New Japan Forbidden Door, man. It was dope. It was really dope. We had a fatal four-way matchup for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and we had Okada, Adam Cole, Hangman Adam Page, and Jay White, man, which was one of my favorite matches of the night. And yes, man, Okada just kept going for the Rainmaker, and that's one thing about Okada or just about New Japan Pro Wrestling, man. Yo, the guys will go for their finisher, at least attempt for their finishers about like 5 times, and then when they get it, man, that's it. That is it. Something similar to this past Wednesday, when my guy Orange Cassidy was taking on Ethan Page, and he was just going for the scoop slam, the power slam, and it was like, nah, I can't get it, but he wore him down, hit him with the orange punch, and then got it and won the match with it, man. And it means a whole lot when you do that. But yes, this was a great match, really great matchup. It ended pretty abruptly. I don't know what happened with Adam Cole. I don't know if it was timing or whatnot. I know they were in central time zone, so they weren't going over midnight, on that side. But in my opinion, man, it was a dope match. I really didn't see, Jay White, losing this title right here. So, man, I didn't think Adam Cole will also get the pin in this, but we're gonna see what's next. I hear that this Forbidden Door, this whole New Japan and AEW sort of beef, so to say, or fun beef, competition beef, is not over. And the president of New Japan said, man, the next Forbidden Door 2, should be in Japan. What you guys thoughts on for Forbidden Door 2? If they had the event, and seems though it would. This event was a success. I think more stories could be told if they're going to go into another one. But what was you guys' thoughts on a Forbidden Door 2 in Japan? I know the crowds there they are totally different, and for it to go down in Japan is, I guess, the timing, right? Is probably going to be on the Japan side with them instead of AEW going over to Japan. So, hey, we'll see where it goes, man. The next match or another matchup on the card, we had Zack Sabre Jr. taking on a mystery opponent. My guy Bryan Danielson was out. He said he was going to be out for some time, and he had a replacement who's going to be joining Blackpool Combat Club, man. Yes, who can go out there and can kick ass. He can wrestle, man. And yo, the music hit and the fans went wild. Yes. Some of you may know him as Cesaro. Clearly, Jim Ross know him as Cesaro. But Claudia Castanoia, that was his Ring of Honor name, if I'm not mistaken. His name on the indies before coming to WWE. So not too familiar about it, but I heard of the name frequently. I heard it, roaming around. But yo, shout out to Cesaro, aka Claudio, or Claudio, aka Cesaro, now in in AEW, man. This is really dope. Obviously, with the diehard WWE fans, you just can't please no one nowadays, right? But with the diehard WWE fans, you got some, oh my God, man, everything they did for Cesaro, he's going to turn his back. Same thing they did with Cody Rhodes, man. It's like, really? Like, really, though? WWE released them. They released them. I mean, sadly, they didn't have, nothing, for him. I mean, other than him losing to Roman Reigns this past year, in which everyone was like, yo, man, Cesaro could be it, man. Yeah. I mean, if you ask me, when that match came up, I would have played the Dolph Ziggler promo. I mean, well, not sort of, but I mean, it should have been him a long time ago or some time ago. I don't know. But, in another great moment that we saw with Claudio was on Wednesday night on Dynamite, man, where he shared the ring with his former tag team partner in WWE, aka Jack Swagger, when they were We the People, man. Yo, I was like, for some reason I was like, yo, I understand why they saying we the people because of Swagger, Jack Hager. But I'm like, why they said it, and I started to think about it a little bit more. Yo, yes, Cesaro and Swagger was a tag team, man. Oh man. Good old days, man. Good old days. But yes, man, Zack Sabre Jr. and Claudio, man, tore the house down. Really great matchup. Once Claudio came out, I was just like, yo, there's no way he's losing this, right? I mean, maybe so, but no short, no shade to Zack Sabre Jr., great competitor, really great competitor. He also competed in the WWE Cruiserweight Classic back in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Some around that time though. But yeah, great competitor. He continues to do awesome things all around the wrestling world though. But yes, Claudio walked out with the victory, man. So yo, dope damn man. Really awesome to Claudio, man, for real. Also, we had the AEW All Atlantic Championship on the line. Miro, Pac, Malachi Black, and Clark Connors. The guy in New Japan Pro Wrestling, can't think of his name right now. He got replaced because of some injuries. So Clark Connors stepped in and gladly took the opportunity. And man, did he shine in this fatal four-way matchup. And all eyes was set on Miro, man. I mean, Malachi Black is doing his thing with the House of Black, and Pac, the bastard, he's also doing his thing, trying to get his feet, under him and, get a good run going on. But Miro just made his return, I believe, at Double or Nothing, right? But yeah, everybody was like, yo, Miro got this. And thought Miro had it. And no, it changed around. And Pac took it, man. Yes, the bastard Pac is the first ever All-Atlantic champion. Yes, man. So that was awesome, man. I thought that match was real sick, especially all the dope spots that was really going on in that matchup. This matchup, Tony Storm and Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa, decent matchup, real decent matchup. I mean, really didn't have a dog, didn't have a person in this fight, so to say. I just kind of feel like Thunder Rosa was going to retain, and she did. Great matchup. Man, the matchup, man, that I missed that I need to go back and watch. I really need to go back and watch, but obviously I heard about it. We had FTR taking on Jeff Cobb and Great Khan and Roppongi Vice. I need to go back and check this match out because I just was like, this one was going to be great, but the news, obviously, broke and all the videos started swirling around, and I was just like, I'm gonna go back and catch it up when I can. But FTR, man, oh man, they are the tag team right now, the hottest tag team in any wrestling promotion. I don't care what you say. They even hotter than the Usos, man. I don't care. Yeah, the Usos got both Raw and SmackDown. Nah, they ain't FTR right now, man. The FTR are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. They are the AAA Tag Team Champions, and they're the IWGP Tag Team Champions, man. Like, come on, man. They don't just have two Tag Team Champions from a show from Dynamite and Rampage or whatever like that. No, we got three different championships from three different wrestling promotions, man. So that kick ass all the way, man. Kick ass all the way. Speaking of kick ass all the way, my man Sting is like, how old? Yo, he got to be 60 something years old, 62, 63 or whatever like that. Yo, his entrance was pretty dope. That visual and the picture, man, for him jumping off of the entranceway, man. I'm like, bro, Sting just keep going hard at it, man. Sting just keep going hard at it all the way. I believe the Young Bucks took this. I think I stepped away from this one, and the matchup was going in and out. But yo, cool, really cool. And then we had the main event, which we saw Jon Moxley win the interim AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It was a great matchup right there. The only thing I had a problem with that, if they had blood and guts that was coming up, why did Jon Moxley really have to bleed like that? I thought that was absurd, though. Like, really? But nonetheless, though, Jon Moxley walk out and, wins the AEW Championship. And then, a real wild finish with, the whole a battle going on. Everybody, oh, man, there's a commotion going on. That's something like you end TV with. Not usually a pay-per-view, right? Okay, yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, if you want to put on a scale out of 1 to 10, man, I would give Forbidden Door a 7. I'll give it a 7, man. You know, the matches, it was great wrestling, great wrestling. It's just the story, it lacked storytelling. So can't wait to see Forbidden Door 2 if it will be. But you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on the podcast. We're gonna get back to some AEW in just a bit. But this past Monday night on Raw, Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, John Cena made his return. Yes, man. Celebrating 20 years of John Cena. It was real cool to see WWE get cameos from AEW's Chris Jericho, Paul White, and also Bryan Danielson, who appeared on Monday Night Raw. I thought that was really cool. And obviously the Chris Jericho, that was like really after a match he had on Dynamite or so. So that was really cool. And to see those guys appearing on Monday Night Raw via cameo. But yeah, celebrating 20 years of John Cena, man. That old video package of John Cena, I was just like, bro, this is my childhood, man. Like, this is my childhood, man. When John Cena, not to, show my age, but, when John Cena debuted in WWE, I was 11 years old. 11 years old. And I was just like, I remember the night he came out there and I think Kurt Angle was looking for a challenger and John Cena came out there and we all know the rest, the history, the rest is history, as they say. Ruthless Aggression. They got a whole documentary series out right now on the WWE Network Peacock, thing with Ruthless Aggression. That era. So yeah, man. John Cena came in and started off Raw with him walking through the halls and backstage area, getting standing ovations, everybody clapping, congratulations, hugs, handshakes from John Cena to his fellow WWE superstars or whatnot. And throughout the night until I think it was the 10 o'clock hour when John came out. But throughout the night, he had interactions with the Street Profits. And it looks like one person he may be facing at SummerSlam. Yes, it may happen. I don't know, but it may happen. And I'm loving the way he's going. I'm loving the way he's improving, especially on the mic and in the ring. And I'm talking about Theory. I don't know about the name though, but yo, I'm digging the cat. He's new, he's fresh, he's young. Like, he's going to be the future. He's going to be the future of the business, man. But yes, Theory versus John Cena. I mean, John Cena don't have nothing to lose, man. I mean, like you said, we just celebrated 20 years of Cena on Raw. And I mean, like, I mean, everybody going. I think this would be really big for Theory. I think this would be really big. Cena came in and did WWE and Roman Reigns a favor, working with Roman last year at SummerSlam. Giving a nod off to Roman. He went on to do his thing, and Cena's he got a TV show. I think he got a Peacemaker. On HBO Max. So you got that going on, and a bunch of other commercials or whatnot. So him versus Theory, I think that would be great. I think that would be great. I'm all big for guys like John Cena, them returning, and working with new guys. Brock Lesnar, in my opinion, and I get it. I get it, man. I'm pretty sure Brock was a last-minute choice. But I think Brock Lesnar should be working with someone younger, someone maybe not so new, but maybe like Kevin Owens or so. Kevin Owens just worked with Stone Cold at WrestleMania. What about working with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam? Something different. But, we may see John Cena versus Theory at SummerSlam. But yes, John Cena came out there, passionate promo, saying, man, thank you to all the fans and whatnot. And, it wasn't no big payoff. I thought someone was going to come out there and interrupt them. But he was just like, yo, I'm here, 20 years, it's my birthday, WWE birthday, and I don't know when I'm going to really wrestle, so I don't know when we're going to see him this Saturday at Money in the Bank, but time would tell. Time would definitely tell. But you guys, man, leave a comment. Everyone who's watching here on YouTube, or if you're listening on the audio side, man, let me know. Hit me up at the 1130 podcast _ on Instagram. At the 1130 podcast _ on Instagram. Who would John Cena face at SummerSlam? It's a rumored card going around with some SummerSlam matches and predictions going on, and John Cena versus Theory is definitely one of them, man. For real, one matchup that everybody going. John Cena, excuse me, not John Cena. It's the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther, Gunther, aka Walter, defending against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. And I was like, ooh, and I'm reading the comments, and everybody is just excited for that match. If it happens, that's just a dream match. Rumors, just rumors though. But Sheamus all the way. Sheamus got to win that. That's the only title that had avoided him his whole entire career. And if John Cena was to come back and do one more run, I don't think he needs to win that championship. He haven't won the IC title, and I think that'd be great for him also to do, man. So, but like I said, you guys, man, who you guys think John Cena will have a next feud will be? Will it be Theory? Will it be with someone else? Let me know. Will he be going after a 17 championship reign? Hey, that's John Cena for you. That's John Cena, man. But you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on the podcast, you guys, man, before we take a quick break, you guys. Yo, WWE, man, has just made some big signings over the last week, man. Yo, Valerie, I don't even know how to pronounce her last name, but you guys know what I'm talking about, man. You see the picture up here, Valerie. You don't need to see my face no more. All you need to see is this smoking hot chick, though, man. She gonna be a badass, and she already a badass, but she's gonna be a badass in the world of WWE. Former Bellator MMA fighter, Valerie has signed a multi-year deal with WWE, man. She's only 23 years old, bro. Only 23 years old, man. So, yo, and she said it on her Instagram post. She said it on social media. Yo, she is the next. She's gonna be the next star. And look at it. I'm vouching for it, man. Woo. And seeing some photos of her and Nikita Lyons, man. Yo, I'm like, bro. Woo, all right, yo, okay, man, all right. You want to talk about baddies, man? All right, Jade, we got some baddies coming to NXT already there, man, for real. So yes, Valerie, former Bellator MMA fighter, has now signed a multi-year deal with WWE, man. That's badass. That's badass, man, for real. Valerie is going to the top, man. Definitely going to the top, man. Yo, that's not the only signing that WWE has made, you guys. No, that's not only signing, but you guys, yo, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to talk about the other signings on the other side, you guys. Don't move. You're listening and you're watching to the 11:30 podcast. You dig, man? Don't go nowhere, man.
Well, you just learned something today. Rhino, the vagina is a muscle. It has to be misogyny. You ever heard of muscle memory? You use that Kegel balls.
Like when you inside of it, they can actually squeeze on you while you're inside of it, bro. That's a fucking muscle reflection.
Rhino, what the fuck?
Sanitized. 1 million faces protected. 400,000 rail cars disinfected. We're humming right along, keeping you safe when you ride Metro.
Yo, what up? This your boy Kenneth Stones, aka Kofi Weaston.
This your boy DOE, Good Brother Bowl.
And we are the Dirty Hills. You already know, man. You tuning in to 11:30 podcast. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hills approved.
Yo, I'm back here on Talk Pro Wrestling. Appreciate everyone sticking with me throughout the short commercial break, man. For real, been a dope show. Vibing with you guys, man, here on YouTube. For everyone listening on the audio side, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM. Thank you guys so much, man. For real, holiday weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed the fireworks, enjoy family time, and yeah, man, just enjoy the weather and stay safe. For real, definitely stay safe and enjoy some wrestling while you're at it, man. Speaking of wrestling, we're gonna get back into the show. I was talking about some latest signees by WWE, and Valerie was one of them who signed a multi-year deal with the WWE. And speaking of signing a contract with the WWE, man, oh man, it was official. Yes, you guys, it was official yesterday. As you can see, Stephanie McMahon, the interim CEO and chairman of WWE right now, and her husband, Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, man, he's back. I was talking about that last week, and it looked like, man, we got some, going on right here. Yo, man. The man sort of hinted about it on Monday night on Raw that Logan Paul will be returning at SummerSlam to team with him. But I was like, yeah, right. Logan Paul he ain't teaming with you after what you did to him at WrestleMania. And like he said, man, I'm coming for you, Miz. Logan Paul ain't playing. He is not playing. So this is a real cool thing. Not only that, I said it with my guy. Shout out to Gator Live. WWE, man, is doing these signings. And some of these signings are not just based off of what you did previously in the wrestling world. And obviously with the whole NFT and them signing, former collegiate athletes and stuff like that, and signing actors and, Hollywood, whatever like that, man. And they also, in another field, they are signing people who have a big following on social media. Logan Paul has millions of followers. Valerie is another one, has millions of followers on social media, and with their presence and they fans and they fan base, seeing that, bam, there you go. Like I said earlier, everyone has been a fan of WWE before, and now Valerie, 23 years old, signing with WWE, and like I said, she got fans, and Logan Paul, he do too. They're in the boxing world, something close to wrestling, but not really. But yo, man, they got fans who used to watch wrestling back in the days, and now seeing Logan Paul now with WWE, they gonna all eyes on it, man. That's what WWE, man. Trying to get all eyes on them though. But yo, what's your thoughts, man? Leave a comment down below. Logan Paul. Obviously, we may see him and The Miz at SummerSlam, which it looks more likely that would be the case. But who you guys would like to see Logan Paul work with coming into WWE, man? For real. This is going to be very interesting, obviously, like I said, WWE has these actors, entertainers. Logan Paul did very well at WrestleMania. Another person who did well at WrestleMania the year prior was Bad Bunny. I know a lot of people don't want to hear me bring up his name, but hey, look at real recognize real. My man did his thing. But we could definitely see him in another matchup coming. He was at the Royal Rumble this past year too. Lasted longer than some guys, right? But you guys, man, we're going to move on here on the podcast. Wednesday night went down. We're back onto some AEW, man. Wednesday went down, and we had AEW Blood and Guts, man. Live from Detroit. First time in Detroit. 13,000 were on hand. Sold out, man. Really, really packed arena. I thought the show was really interesting, man. Like I was saying earlier, the whole psychology in the match with Orange Cassidy and how he was going for that body slam, but finally got it and he won with the body slam. Not too many moves like that nowadays. Body slam, the DDT, a suplex or so can, wins matches nowadays, and a power driver. People hit power drivers nowadays like it's nothing, and they kick out of it. Uh, Super kicks the number one, like one of the greatest of all time, Shawn Michaels. His finisher move with the sweet chin music. Everyone uses a super kick like it ain't nothing, and they kick out. So yeah, but yeah, man, make stuff meaningful, man. So I thought that matchup to kick off Blood and Guts was definitely dope. Out come Christian Cage cutting the dope promo. What the hell has he done to Luchasaurus? What is he saying? What if he has said to Luchasaurus to him come out did a new music and stuff? And and me personally, I prefer this Luchasaurus over the green and all fun kitty Luchasaurus. I prefer this. I prefer it, man. He tall, he badass though, man. Like, come on. I know the green thing, the green mask and the green vibe is that sell merchandise, that get little kids in. I know. But bro, I like this. I like where it's going. I definitely like where it's going, man. For real. What else we did? Jade Cargill continues to be the baddie that she is, retaining her TBS championship. And yeah. Also, we found out news that it's going to be a battle royale to determine who's going to be the number one contenders for Jon Moxley interim AEW championship on Rampage this week, man. So who you guys have winning that matchup right there? For those who were at the show, no spoilers, man. For real. Obviously, they filmed Rampage after Dynamite when they don't do a Rampage live that week. So no spoilers for those who were at the show, man. I know my guy Whip Dog was there, man. Shout out to my guy Whip Dog from the Whip Dog podcast, man. For real. The Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast. Shout out to my guy Whip Dog. But yeah, great show. We had the main event matchup where Blackpool Combat Club took on the Jericho Appreciation Society. Blackpool Combat had majority of the upper hand. But nonetheless, like I said, dope match. Sad to see my guy Santana go down for the injury. He was going for the Uranagi. And you can see that his leg just bent and ooh, that was nasty. He didn't get back up. He tried to get back up, but he could not get back up and finish the rest of the match. Like I said, cool matchup, say the least. The finisher was a little bit like okay before the finish, but the finish in my eyes, I felt it was like something was off a little bit. Yeah, Sammy, Eddie, and Jericho all top of the cage, sort of yelling at one another or yelling at someone, trying to figure out were they still on commercial break or were they not. And they were just laying there, for a good minute. I was like, what is going on here? And I guess they got, word that they're not on commercial no more. Sammy got up, Eddie got up, and threw Sammy Guevara off the cage, man. I don't know. Between Darby Allin and Sammy, them guys, man, them guys are crazy. And I'm pretty sure if Darby was in this match, he would have been going off top of the cage too. He would have did a coffin drop off top of the cage. But yeah, man, that was a real cool spot, real dope matchup. What's the beef? Everyone let me know, man. I don't know. I think I may have heard some of it, but what's the beef with Cesaro and Eddie Kingston? Because I was hearing some on commentary, but you know how they will play with the story, go along with it, but it didn't seem right to me that Eddie was on the same team as Claudio. Claudio made one of the members of the Appreciation Society tap out, and Eddie Kingston looking like, yo, what the fuck happened? Like, what's going on? So what's the beef between them two? And is it some beef? Because I was hearing some animosity that they had prior, on the indies or whatever. So yeah, man, that was real weird. That was real weird to end the show. But Blood and Guts was dope, man. Really, really dope. But you guys, man, before I head on out of here, we got Money in the Bank going down this weekend live from Las Vegas. They were going to be at the Reliance Stadium, and they switched it over to the MGM Grand because low ticket sales or whatnot. But yeah, man, before we get to this predictions on this match, we got Theory defending his title against Bobby Lashley, which I got Theory retaining in some type of way. Carmella taking on Bianca. My girl Bianca's winning it. Natalia is challenging Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Um, Ronda is winning. The Usos going up against Street Profits, and the Undisputed Tag Team titles were going to be on the line. I got the Usos all the way, and we have the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got Riddle, who qualified in a battle royale on Monday night on Raw. We got Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Omos, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, and one spot open. Now, who would that one spot be taken by? Now, will they fill that one spot tonight on SmackDown, or will we just find out altogether this Saturday at Money in the Bank? Who would it be? Who you guys got, man? Last week I didn't even have this actually picture right here in front of me, and I was just like, I don't know who won, man. I actually said Kevin Owens. He's not even in it. He's not even in it, man. Like, what the hell? Okay, I'm going to go with Seth, man. I'm going to go with Seth. I got a feeling WWE is going to throw a curveball in it, and somehow, they may can give it to Sami Zayn, who Sami Zayn is trying to infiltrate the bloodline, trying to become a member. He may could ease his way in there and take out Roman Reigns. That could be a story. Riddle, obviously, with him in the bloodline, and Roman Reigns in the bloodline took out his partner, his best bud, Randy, who we may not see again in the ring. And Drew McIntyre is just, doing his thing along with Sheamus. They seem like they could be a tag team. They could be a tag team or so or whatnot, but almost not just yet at all. So Seth freaking Rollins is my choice. So I know I said last week KO, not even in the match. All right, you guys. The women's side of it, we got Becky, who also qualified in the main event on Raw this past week. We have Asuka, Lacey Evans, Chauncey, Liv Morgan, Raquel, Alexa Bliss, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I said it all. Becky, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Lacey Evans, Chauncey, Alexa, and Raquel Rodriguez. I was about to say Raquel Gonzalez. I don't know. I do know. I don't even know why I said that. My pick is the same from last week. It's Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan all the way. Raquel, she's still new. I think she had great matches with Ronda Rousey in her couple of weeks that she were facing off against her. Alexa, she got to grow back on me. I don't know. This new Alexa right now is just ain't sitting well. She's still coming out with the doll, but she got a new music, and I thought she went to therapy, but like I don't know. I really don't know. Chauncey, I see they working with her. They working with her. Lacey Evans, everything fell flat. For a minute, it seemed like the crowd was behind her. I mean, at least I was. I'm a member of the crowd, I guess. Even if I'm not there, I guess, or a member of the WWE universe. But it just seemed the promos and everything fell flat after maybe week 3 or week 4 of her coming out there and just saying, well, I'm not no other woman and they sure ain't me and blase blase. Asuka got a great chance. And so does Becky Lynch, though. But in my opinion, I like the story what they doing with Becky. Even though she qualified this past Monday on Raw, she should lose in this match. She's been losing. Hell, she lost to Dana Brooke. Like, come on, man. She lost to Dana Brooke. Like, I think this could be something. This could be very storytelling to Becky. I mean, look at her, the way she changed her hair and the way she presents herself. Like, you remember the year in 2012 where John Cena lost that SummerSlam. Lost that WrestleMania. He got divorced. He was losing to every pay-per-view that year. That was really telling storyline to where they got to and when they got to that following year to come back with all that, and it was a story of redemption, man, that was great. All right, so I'm going with Liv Morgan all the way, you guys. All the way. All the way, man. But yeah, that's going to be that, man. That is going to be that. Money in the Bank going down this Saturday, you guys. Yes, this Saturday and it's gonna be dope, man, for real. Vince McMahon just got to make an appearance somewhere, huh? More allegations coming out with Vince McMahon, man. It's just crazy, man. Yo, this was a dope show. I appreciate everyone for tuning in this week here on Talk Pro Wrestling. The last episode before the break. Talk Pro Wrestling will indeed returns this fall with the 11:30 podcast, the main show, and all new episodes, an all new show of on the 11:30 podcast YouTube channel. Beyond 11:30, we chatting sex, relationships, current events, current topics, man. You name it, man. We chatting all of it, bro. All of it. Man, before I hit on out of here, and speaking of current topics, you guys, I'm gonna play a little bit of the video. I gotta give my opinion on it, man, and I want to. I want to. I know it's here Talk Pro Wrestling, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just give my opinion, man. This final thoughts. This is the section. This is the part of the podcast. This is the section of the podcast where I just give my final thoughts or whatnot, though. But nonetheless, you guys. I know you guys may have not heard the viral video that went around with the baby mama, man, causing a whole bunch of uproar, man, and it seemed like it backlashed all, in her face or whatnot. But nonetheless, yes, baby mama is like, she's standing in a doorway or at a door inside and waiting on her baby's father, one of her son's father to bring, him some food, or maybe she was expecting something else though. But for everyone, man, who's seen the video, man, the video is something else, man. I just get upset when I watch the whole full video, man. Like, come on, man. We gotta do better. When I say we, us black people, gotta do better than this. For one, this is free promotion for McDonald's out the ass, man. I'm telling you. Free promotion all the way, bro. Come on. McDonald's don't need no free promotion from nobody. Nobody. $1 billion, $1 million companies, bro. Real estate all over the McDonald's everywhere, man. They don't need no free promotion at all, man. For real. But this was just crazy though. Like me about to be a dad, man. Come on, bro. He is doing everything he got to do. He's bringing food for his son. Where's the other kids dad at? Why is she telling him it's his responsibility to bring food for his kids' siblings though? Like, I understand. Yes, you don't want to. It ain't the daddy fault, especially if he ain't in the household neither though. But come on, man. You don't want one kid eating burgers and fries in an orange drink, and the other one they all three of them, they just sitting there looking like, can I have some? Can I have some? Like, come on, bro. Once one kid see McDonald's, another kid gonna want some, bro. But come on, I think Shorty is sitting up here trying to say she want to expose him or trying to expose him. I think she exposed herself, and it backfired on her, because you gotta be the dumbest, man. You gotta be the dumbest for him to be like that, talking about, he just bringing food for just one kid. Look here. For one, instead of all the yelling going back and forth, and then you were grown enough and civilized enough, you can be like, hey, whatever his name is, can you help me out so I can get some money for my other 3 kids until the 7th, And I know these ain't your kids, or XYZ. You could have went in a different direction, and instead of, expecting this dude to do something that he's not obligated to do. What he is obligated to do is bring him something to eat. It's his son to eat, and which he did. He brought him McDonald's. The whole video, she wound up smacking the food out his hand at the end. Now, me personally, I love McDonald's. I would have been even more mad. So I would have probably had to slap her. For all jokes aside, I'm like, come on, man, for real. You come on. What man would want to be with you right now? What man would want to be with you and the attitude that you have? Like, I clearly don't understand it, man. A lot of females just don't know that they always go about, oh my God, why I can't keep a man? Why I can't keep a man? Well, you need to check yourself, check your attitude, check the way you talk to people, like, and I'm pretty sure all the other 3 baby daddies that she was messing with, all the other ones, she was probably expecting them to do XYZ, or her attitude pushed them away. You feel me? Sometimes it just ain't the man walking away, man. Sometimes it's the woman and her attitude, man. So That's another thing that I'm going to be discussing on Beyond 1130 this coming fall. But you guys, man, stay tuned to the 1130 podcast, social media pages for more on this video, more reaction on this video. But you guys, man, I'm about to head on out of here, you guys. I thank everyone for tuning in this week here on the 1130 podcast YouTube channel, and for everyone who listened on the audio side, appreciate it so much. Tell a friend about the 1130 podcast. Keep telling a friend about the 1130 podcast. Like it, leave a comment, share it. I will be back this fall, all new episodes. Catch up on some dope episodes from the past. Like I said, from my guy Sir Wilkins from the Job of Tears podcast, Big Baby. They put up a dope event up in New York a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to the Dirty Hills podcast, the Call Up podcast, Clock Street Wrestling's Black Heart, Off the Top Ropes, Buzzing with Marlo. Yo, man, JTG. Shout out to Alex Kane for coming on, man. Shout out to my guy Brian Young. Thank you for the book, man. Like, I can't thank you guys enough. Shout out to Gator Live. Shout out to all my guys, man, who come on the podcast. Shout out to every independent wrestler out there that's trying to make it, that's trying to be successful in the world of wrestling. I know wrestling is a very hard thing to get into, especially in the beginning, man. Independent wrestling is very hard. You got to be dedicated with it, man, and really have some support behind you. So shout out to all the independent pro wrestlers. Support independent pro wrestler and support your local podcasters. Not only 1130 here, the 1130 podcast, but another podcast as well, man, for real. Just like everyone, that free advertisement in that video, for real. If you don't know it, that's number one. That McDonald's advertise, man, your friend's business, man, and, support them. Also, shout out to the Get It Off Your Chest podcast, Rhino, CJ, Terry, the whole guys of the crew. They killing it. Go subscribe to Get It Off Your Chest podcast. Yo, I'm about to be on out here, man. This is it. Before I go, you know what time it is. Don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter at the 1130 podcast. Like the 1130 podcast on Facebook. And if you haven't done so this entire episode, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to the 1130 podcast here. Follow me on Instagram at the 1130 podcast _ Yes, you guys. And the 1130 podcast Talk Pro Wrestling. Catch up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and tap into episodes on YouTube, man. For real. This was a great one. Enjoy the summer, you guys. Enjoy SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, all wrestling, man. Everything that's got you guys got going on. I'm all tongue tied. But yo, man, can't wait to see you guys this fall. I'll be back. Tune in. I'll be back, man. Yo, it's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. I'll see you guys later, man.